What's up, everybody? It's Stray here, and welcome back to the Castle of Rise of Witch King patch 2.2 version 7. Today we have a 2v2 on Buckland to have a look at. So let's get into it, shall we? Today we have StrayHeart as Goblins in the top left, and his ally also Goblins, Pipster as a blue goblin there. We have the opposing team. There we go. In the bottom right, we have Bauer as Elves, a purple elf, and then in the bottom left, we have his ally Muadd as a white Man of the West. So we get a Man of the West and an elf versus double gob. Excellent. This is another replay off the Dodge War website, so I don't know if it's good or not. It's kind of winged it and grabbed one randomly, sort of. But it's decent length, at least, so it should be at least watchable. That's my hope. Anyway, Muadd's going for a Gondor Knight start, looks like. And we got Lorien Archers coming out for... I've already forgotten who this is. Bauer. Pipster is going for Goblin Warriors. I'm not sure who Pipster is, to be honest. If you know who Pipster is, by all means, leave me a comment below in the YouTube comments. This will be a YouTube-only thing. I'm recording this, like, off-stream, so that's the only place the comments will be seen, I guess. We have a spider pit, and of course we have spiderlings for StrayHeart there. And he'll be sending them in to probably do some harassment. And in comes the goblin hordes. Luckily for Bauer, he does have some archers, but of course, unluckily for him, he doesn't have any defense, but Gondor Knights to the rescue! An excellent job of keeping those archers alive. The spiderlings going to try and pick off these. I think with the buff, they will waste those spiderlings pretty easily. Archers counter spiderlings pretty nicely. And I think buff Gondor Knights also will outclass unbuffed spiderlings because that's what they do. Looks like we have the outpost being taken there by Pipster. So we'll be benefiting from the 50 gold per tick every so often. At least until it's taken from him, which it looks like is happening. One team going cav is usually a good idea in 2v2. Not always, but it is very helpful. Because, as you've seen right here, these cav have been super, super amazing for the bottom team. Against goblins, they do fairly well. It's just you don't want to go up against a lot of lings, obviously. But since the elves have archers and stuff, I think it helps out a lot with that. And of course, StrayHeart isn't going full-on aggressive against Muadd either. He is actually... They're both sending all their troops to the bottom right to try and do as much damage to the bottom right player as possible, it looks like. But they're not really making much ground, I would argue. Here come Muadd's Gondor Knights again. We do have some elves and swords and spearmen going to go on the offensive, it looks like, perhaps, from Bauer there. He's keeping his archers in reserve to defend his base from lings and possible goblins. Muadd is also helping, of course, with his cav. And it looks like Muadd is also taking the outpost, which will help him in the long run. He's sending a builder with him. Bold play! I like bold plays. Especially when they result in builders dying. And it looks like that is exactly what happened. Rip Aroni and Pepperoni's builder boy. Not the best of ideas to send your builder with your army. He probably didn't mean to do that, but, you know, a drag and click can be the death of anything, really. So, it happens to all of us. Alright, Muadd's taking the hill. As, of course, power-wise, we have cave bats for both goblins? Yes, indeed. Both goblins have gone cave bats, and, of course, the bottom team both have gone for rally call. I think cave bats is the right choice, though. Having a debuff. Having a buff isn't going to really help you when you have all these crappy units that die instantly. You're going to want that debuff. Especially when the enemy is buffing their units. So power-wise, I definitely say that's the right choice. But they are being overpowered a bit, I would argue, because the cav is just... Cav with archer support is really making it difficult for the lings to get anything done here. Looks like Pipster's trying to go for the Half-Troll Marauders. Try and fend off the menace of cav there. We'll see how that works out for him. Meanwhile, StrayHeart is bringing his Goblin forces to Muadd's base to try and do some harassment. And it seems he's doing a little bit. Every little bit helps. And the enemies from the south are now moving into the north. There's a sizable force of elves. Not too big, of course, but, you know, enough to be a threat. And Bauer is sending, of course, more. It looks like he's put a statue here on the hill as well. To fortify his position on this hill. Looks like the outpost has been taken down as well. And the Ling armies have been sent in. It did clean up majority of an archer battalion. Not quite. There's one sole survivor. If Muadd wants to heal him back up, of course, he can save himself 350 resources? 250, excuse me. Don't know why I thought they were 350. I think they used to be 350. Like BFME2 or something. Or 300. I don't know. Doesn't matter. I think the bottom team is going to win this engagement pretty easily. The Goblins currently don't have any power, I feel like. And that can be a problem. If you don't have a good start as Goblins, you can have a pretty tough time. Because you can build as many Goblin Warriors as you want, but if you're going up against a solid force of just buffed, dug-in troops, it's going to be difficult. Looks like Muadd is actually sending this single guy home. He's decided he's worth keeping around. Also sending these back. He's going to be a bit economical with his troops there. Going to get them healed up. I think that's a good call. Because they're not going to get much done anyway. But if you could revive them back, then you'll be in a much better spot. There's the double rally call. Always good to do with your ally. Try and get to 2 for 1 with your rally calls. Now they're going to push real hard in StrayHeart space here. But of course, Pipster is not going to sit idly by. He's slightly harassing down there. And swords towards the middle. Oh, he might get a builder kill there. Ooh, very close. You should send... Oh, I was going to say divert those lings to kill that builder. Pipster getting the nice flank here. Looks like he's gone for the Chain of the Land. One of them. That would be StrayHeart. Good for... you know, spots where you know you're going to be fighting. Definitely going to be helpful there. So I think getting that was a good call as well, because he's going to need it right in front of his base. Otherwise his barracks are going to get overwhelmed, and that will never be good. To help him try and defend and push out. It's not looking super great for the top team, but I would also say it's not looking that bad either. Because I'd say the bottom team has lost a bit of momentum here. If you look at the mini-map, Bauer does not have a whole lot. He has a pikeman dying over here, he has a pikeman there, there's pikes there, and a couple archers. But really, in the grand scheme of things, it's not too bad. And then Muadd has his Gondor Knights, some pikes, and then we have his force up here. Muadd's doing pretty well, I'd say. And keeping StrayHeart in check in his base there. It's going to be very hard for StrayHeart to do anything. Ooh, that's not what you want. When the Men of the West dig in front of your base with statues and Ithilien Rangers, it's not going to be fun to get out of there. He's probably going to need the help of his ally. Don't know if he'll have the help of his ally, though, because his ally is going to be busy keeping the Elves at bay as well. But Pipster's at least able to push out of his base. And might be able to send some aid once he... Or he maybe even kill the purple guy, because... You know, if Bauer can't defend against the aggression, which it looks like he's not able to keep it under check here, then Muadd might have to pull back completely and go save his ally. I think that's their best bet at this point. Instead of trying to break him out of this dug-in position, go kill his ally instead. And I think Pipster might have enough, because he's getting his Goblin Warriors onto the archer lines. He's using the other guys to kill whatever he can, really. While he's losing a lot of Goblin Warriors, it doesn't really matter because they're just Goblin Warriors. You gotta send them to their death, that's what they do. Not needlessly, perhaps, but try to do as much damage with them as possible. Surrounding both barracks is there. Bauer's definitely in trouble now. If he loses both of his production buildings, that's going to be tricky for him to keep an army up and running. And it looks like Muadd has actually sent some forces over here to help try and deal with this. but he's also having to fend off StrayHeart up here as well. Meanwhile, it looks like Pipster has summoned in the Wildmans. And it looks like one of the people answering with the hobbits. Muadd summoning ye ol' hobbits. Very nice, very nice. Oh, Muadd might lose another builder there. I'm always on the lookout for builder death. Yes, yes, this is pleasing me greatly. And just like that, the northern team has broke free. And this blockade against StrayHeart's base is broken. Very nice indeed. It doesn't look like any of the barracks. I think this barracks actually did go down and was rebuilt. Because that's has full health. There's no way he would have been at full health. But he did some damage, but it has been fixed. The other barracks didn't get killed though. And it looks like we have 5 power points for StrayHeart. We have 291 of 500. Pipster. Wildman, of course, 8 power points in the bank. 374 of 600. Good Hobbits. Rally Call 2 power points. 430 of 510 for Muadd. And of course, Bauer getting the Enshrouding Mist and Rally Call 4 power points in the bank. 408 of 560 at the moment. They're all fairly even as far as farms go, for the most part. Looks like Pipster's a bit ahead, though. But he might be inflating his command points. No, he's not. He doesn't have any Barrows expansions. You never know with Goblin command points, because sometimes they can inflate the command points with those Barrows expansions. Making them look like they have more than they do. And it looks like we're back in the scenario where StrayHeart is going to have to push out his base again here. And Bauer's base is taking some damage, but not quite enough to be a problem, I feel. He's not going to be able to divert too much to help StrayHeart get out of here. I think StrayHeart probably needed some, I don't know, some Giants. Giants are good against Tholian Rangers to help break the siege. Obviously, it's expensive to get Giants. Half-Trolls might be good as well. All these things are expensive, though. Maybe he just needs more Goblins. I don't know. But currently, he is having a bit of a pickle. And it's not looking too good for him, to be honest. And of course, we do have the Tholian Rangers who have the long shot ability on all of them. So they can kill a lot of Goblin Warriors very easily with just using a long shot if StrayHeart is not quick on the draw. We do have Azog for Pipster. I'd say Pipster's doing pretty well. I mean, he's taking a big chunk out of the elf player. And he's still managing to do some damage here and there. And unintentionally, I'd imagine, creep the white layer there. Why not? Might be intentional, of course. Azog needs to be a little careful. What level is he? 3. Doesn't have Scavenger, but he does have Azog, which of course will give you money for kills around him with his Brigandage ability. So that's always good. Brigandage, of course, and Scavenger do not stack, so there's not really a reason to have both. Unless you don't have Azog like around combat at all times, of course. And if you get Scavenger, only one of the teams needs to get Scavenger, I believe. If there's 2 Goblins on the team. That's right? I'm pretty sure that's right. That's how it is with like Field of Fires, Scavenger, the Marketplace for Men of the West. At least all in version 7. I don't know if it's changing or not. I probably do, but... Oh, there we go. That's a way to break out of your base. A nice old Watcher. The bane of any clumped army. Looks like Muadd was actually planning for a siege there. Siege works. Very timely, timely thing. Oh, the thing's even having a tasty builder snack. Very nice. Meanwhile, Pipster is pushing up against the elven armies of Bauer here in the middle. He might have enough to push through. Goblin Archers aren't great. but they do bring down units. Say what you will. They're trash, but they do their job. Respectable. But I think Bauer will win out that fight because he just has a better position. He has a well, he has a statue, he has archers and pikes. He's pretty dug in there, and he has cap support, of course, as well. Azog's balls deep in the enemy base. Looks like we have a Theoden for Muadd. I think that's the Man of the West's first hero there. Not usually the first choice hero, either. But I'm always happy to see a Theoden. But usually you see Boromir or Faramir or something first. Or even Eomer. Theoden has his use. He comes with leadership from level 1, so I mean he's automatically already useful. If you just want a mobile statue, he's a beast. But you have to be careful, of course, because he's known to die very easily. Let's have a look at the PowerPoints quickly. We do have Scavenger there for StrayHeart. I really hope Pipster doesn't have it as well. Okay, he doesn't. It's always painful to see two teams of goblins having the same power that shares. Like if they both have Scavenger, it's kind of cringe because, you know, it doesn't stack. Same with Dwarven Riches. Like you don't. Somebody has to plan on going Dwarven Riches. You don't both go Dwarven Riches. Although, in version 8, that of course will be changed to a power like industry, back like it was in BFME2. So that won't be as big of a deal, of course. And won't be applicable to version 8. But this isn't a version 8 cast, so who gives a shuck? Well, that builder's gonna die. Nice. 88 resources is how much of Elven builder worth, in case you were curious. There you go. Thank me. No need to thank me. Alright. The introduction of Spider Riders is definitely going to help things out. As long as he's careful with them, of course. There's always a lot of pikes running around. But not too many. I mean, there's only like one battalion and like a half pikes there. I just heard Azog die. That's not what you want. But we do have a Gore killed the Goblin King. And if you're wondering why my Gore kill looks weird, that's because he's HD edition Gore kill the Goblin King. Which I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of this skin in particular. I definitely prefer the original naked weirdo skin, but it is what it is. That's why some of my units look different as well. I've had that question asked more than you could imagine. Why do your units look different? It's one of life's greatest mysteries. Nice arrow volley there after the Hobbit summon. Cleared out many a goblin. StrayHeart did manage to get around there though and get some nice crunchy Athelians. Oh, the banner carrier lived. Look at him. Level 4 and standing strong. Oh fuck, there's two of them. Muadd should really get those out of there. He could save himself a lot of money. We do have a Rohirrim summon there for Muadd. Summoned upon the goblin forces here. And now Bauer is going to make a push while he has a chance. Oh, Gorkill fucking bit the dust. Now I'd say... I forgot the guy's name already. Pipster's in a lot of trouble. Perhaps. He just lost a builder as well. No. I think things are definitely going very south for the northern team. They're fighting their hardest, but it's looking very bad. As the northern team is just being overwhelmed a bit. By the way, the host of this match is Pipster, apparently. I forgot to mention that in the beginning. But better late than never, right? So he has the host advantage, of course. Not that it's going to help him too much. He's not micro and cav or anything. But there's always some delay, of course, if you're not the host. And that's can affect your gameplay in quite substantial ways, as we all know. We do have Boromir from Muadd there. Very nice. And Faramir. There they are. They're always here, just... So, which point? Looks like they're deciding to pull back there a bit. Not sure why. I'm pretty sure they had enough force to break him. Maybe. I just want to clear up the middle, make sure they're cementing their position. Muadd definitely has a pretty strong force with those heroes in tow, so it's going to be difficult to break. He doesn't have a lot of pikes, though. He has a couple. He just needs to keep them in the right spots, or else those spider riders are going to get a nice trample. Let's go have a look over here. Looks like Bauer is cleaning house. He is being debuffed by cave bats, but it's not going to be near enough. There's a large cav army. It's going to make it possible for Azog to get away there. And he's going to go down swinging. And rest in peace, Azog. He's dead as fuck. Brutal. Bauer's definitely getting the better of the engagements now. He wasn't earlier, but he definitely is now. See if anyone has a big power yet. I mean, we probably noticed, but we have 8 power points. So StrayHeart still needs to get a 15. We have a 15, of course, for Pipster. He's getting close to a 25, actually. Goblins tend to get 25-point powers quicker than most factions, I feel. Because they're just always fighting. And there's a big watcher, very nice. That's going to shut Bauer down a bit. Beautiful. We have 11 power points for Muadd after getting his Rohirrim summon, of course, and we have Eagle summon for Bauer there. So that's his 15 he has chosen. I think he literally just got that as a press the look at button. I always laugh when I see Theoden on foot. He's so fast. He's a sprightly young buck for being an old fuck. Look at him go. Get some shit to smoke. Muadd has cemented his position in the back of the base. Just be careful though, because Theoden will drop like a sack of potatoes to those air towers. We do have an Eagle summon to try and counter the aggression of Pipster over here. That should be more than enough. Pipster doesn't have any anti-air at all, so it's going to be pretty easy to counter that. And we do have a Wildman summon there to try and help stop this. Not going to be near enough, of course. A lot of StrayHeart's farms are being killed. He's losing all his level 3 tunnels. Which is definitely bad for him. Bad for business. His Boromir would be level 2 as soon as this goes down as well, I think. Which will, of course, net him the Horn of Gondor. Not that he needs it at this point, I feel like. There's not much left to stop him. As StrayHeart doesn't really have any troops anymore. He's working on it, but even if 4 battalions of Goblin Warriors isn't going to stop this. So I think he's in a pickle. Unless Pipster can do something, I think StrayHeart's real bad trouble. And the Eagles, of course, are still fucking about, flying around. They will despawn here shortly, though. But they did their duty. I'm just waiting for the Balrog. He's coming. 3 power points away. Pipster knows that he's trying to be aggressive, try and get some power points. Maybe he can use Balrog to fucking blow this up. I think that's probably his plan. That'd be my plan if I was him, at least. Or blow up the Goblin or the Elf army and then swarm their base down. He does have the potential to be victorious here on the right side, but it's going to take some timing. He's going to need an army to push right away with Balrog, or else his push will be wasted. There's Balrog. I think the biggest threat, though, is definitely Muadd's force. StrayHeart is trying to send as much support over here to block Muadd from entering the base of Pipster before he gets there. Because if he gets in there, he's going to do a lot of damage while there's nothing left defending. They're mainly playing with just Goblin Warriors for days. Is that a real eagle? It is indeed. The Fortress Eagle. Very nice. Eagles, of course, going to be really useful. You just have to be careful in version 7, of course, not to get into level 10, or else you crash the game. Once version 8 is released, though, of course, that has been completely fixed, so it's no problem anymore. I don't know if I agree with this Balrog already. He's decided to go full on, just destroy the base with him, which is understandable. But maybe I would have summoned it under the army than trying to fly him over there and do as much damage. Maybe he wouldn't have made it very far, I don't know. This is never what you want to do with your Balrog. Pro tip right now, don't attack the fortress with the Balrog. I mean, he has a Man of the West ally, for God's sakes. You could just buy rebuild and then fix everything you did with your 25-point power. This is a bad play for Pipster. Especially if he's being completely sieged out. I'm not sure what he's thinking there. He could have used that defensively, I think, to a much greater effect. Maybe he knows he's lost and he's just wanted to play with Balrog, I don't know. But I think we can tell this was not a very good Balrog. Not at all. I mean, at least go kill the other barracks or something, you know. Well, I don't want to look at that anymore, it hurts. It physically hurts me to watch that Balrog play. Muadd is over here kicking ass, taking names. He does have Glorious Charge almost. He's very close. So he just needs 25% of a level and he can Glorious Charge all these were here. Hopefully he does it. Do it! You have Cav, do it! Oh, shit, that ended abruptly. Fuck. Alright, well, the northern team lost there. As I'm sure you could tell. It was very sudden. I wasn't expecting such a sudden end. Whatever. Anyway, that was pretty good. I would definitely say that the southern team had the better of that game for majority of it. But there was some points where the northern team made a valiant push. I think Pipster was doing pretty well for a while, but then he kind of teetered off and Bauer got back on his feet. And it just kind of went downhill from there for them. Not too bad, though. Not too bad for a randomly picked game. So, yeah. Well played to them. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I'll see you guys in the next cast of the RotWK. See you all next time.